Hi, and welcome to this video training session on advanced Zoom. Now, today we're going to be looking at the breakout room feature, and the breakout room feature is honestly fantastic. It's a great way to get other users within your Zoom participating with each other. And although it can seem scary, you do have the ability to bounce in between breakout rooms to monitor student activity. Think of it more as like when you set up student groups to work on their own. You can't hear what they're talking about all the time, right? So there is a certain level of trust that goes in with it, but as you bounce in between these breakout rooms, well, you can access it, which is fantastic. All right, so when you're in your Zoom and you have the breakout room setting enabled within settings, it's very important that you enable that before you try and use the breakout room. Otherwise, you have to end the Zoom, restart the Zoom, causes some issues and some downtime, and we want to avoid that. So what you have to do is make sure you enable that. If you can't, please contact your IT administrator right away. And now we're ready to go with our breakout rooms. We have a few test accounts logged into this Zoom session. So you click breakout room, and you can either assign automatically, assign manually, or you can let your participants choose their room, which is really cool. Up here, you can set the number of breakout rooms that you have. So if you have multiple people and maybe you have an idea for like, say you have 20 students and you want, I don't know, maybe you want groups of 4, right? You could do 4 breakout rooms that way. Now, there is some cool science behind this that you want to avoid groups of 3 or 4, right? Especially even numbers, because then you can have conflicting interests and things don't move. So science has actually been showing through different studies that having 5 people within a group is optimal, right? Because then you create a tiebreaker decision maker, essentially, and it just kind of increases more ideas in general, as opposed to having 3 or 4 people within a breakout session in this case. So we can do assign automatically, but I only have 2 people, so let me just create 2 rooms. I'll create those 2, so I have test 2, test 1, and let's go. When I click open all rooms, that means participants have been invited to join the room. Your participants will have to click join, so make sure you do tell them to join. And on their end, they get the ability to join a breakout room. Now, you yourself as the host, right? You can see me here as a host. You're left in the main room. But you do get this little box here that shows up, and it allows you to join each room. So maybe I want to check out what test 2 is saying, right? My test account 2. I can click join room test 2. Everything closes down, comes back up, and now I can see that I'm in breakout room 2. I'm able to check out what is going on there. I could leave the room here. Here I want to make sure I select leave breakout room since I am the host. And then maybe I want to join another breakout room. If this box closes, just make sure you click the breakout rooms. It comes back up. Then you click join. Yeah, let's join room 2. Let's see what my other test account is saying. Oh, that is fantastic discussion there, test account. I hope you enjoy my 3D printer here. If you didn't know, you can, as host, manipulate where you place yourself in screens. Just a fun little factoid there. Let's leave this room. We'll click leave breakout room. I'm returning to the main session. I click breakout room again. I could broadcast a message to all, such as rooms ending in 5 seconds, right? I send that out, and then that's actually going to send a message that appears on their chat screen, or if they're on a mobile device, on their screen itself, which is really cool, letting you know, or letting them know, I should say, that the room is closing. Maybe you want to push different questions for them to discuss. Just great tactics overall there. And when you're ready to be done, click close all rooms. It'll say all breakout rooms will close in 60 seconds, so that gives them a 60-second time frame to keep talking. If they would like to leave immediately, they're done. They would just select a leave now option. Or it might be titled return to main breakout room. I click X, and as we can see here, everyone is back in their breakout room. This is where you could then have some more discussions. Maybe you would like to designate certain leaders in each breakout room as you see who has been populated in there, or when you're bouncing in between and say, hey, why don't you discuss what your room talked about? And then have specific people to call on. There is a certain shyness that comes about with Zoom, and you have to keep this in mind. A lot of times, like in class, we can call on a student, and they can hide in the room. Not everyone is turning to them. Some people don't care. But on Zoom, there is this cognitive understanding that when you speak, most likely you are going to be on the forefront of everyone's screen, and that actually prevents kids from engaging as much as they would within a Zoom classroom. Anyways, if you found this training on breakout rooms helpful, if you're watching this for training of CCLS purposes and you have questions, please reach out to your IT department. Or if you're watching this on YouTube and you have questions or comments, please leave those in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.